Hi lovelies, it's Tony P here and welcome to my YouTube channel and to this video today, which is all about the latest Tonic Studios Showcase, and this one's called Luxurious Lantern, and it makes this. Now you probably don't get any idea from looking at it here, but it's quite big. I think it's about 7.5 inches, and it makes a beautiful gift box. But not only that, you've got inside edges here which enable you to cut into the card, so you could pop a tea light in there and it'd be absolutely lovely. I think for Christmas these would just be gorgeous. Just put some holly and some nice festive ribbon on the top. So what we'll do, we'll have a little look at the dies, then we'll have a little look at some of the samples, and then we'll put one together. So this is the set you're getting, quite a bit in it. I'll take you through what's here. So this is your main piece, this is your main die, and for to make the lantern you'll cut 2 of these. This is your glue tab here, so this joins on this one, joins to this bit on the next piece, and then they all sort of fold together. If you're familiar with Tonic dies, you'll have seen this before. You've got some little holes in the top and a lovely scalloped edge, so you can thread your ribbon through there. So that's your main piece. Let's move you. Then we're coming on to our decorative pieces. So this is, it's a verso set, so this is an outside edge which goes in here, and it's a lovely shape. And then you've got the inside edge that goes with it, which is this here. It's a lovely, lovely pattern. I'm just going to grab some pale card and see, so you can see it. That's probably easier said than done at the moment. Sorry, I'll just grab a scrap. Do apologise. So you can see that on there. Really, really pretty. So, and because these spaces are quite big, I mean, they're great for paper piecing. You make it a doddle. Lovely, lovely pattern. So that's that. Then you've got these 2 outside edges here, which will sit in these bits here and here. And you get a choice with these. You've got a sort of straight line there, or you've got a line with little pinprick details in as well. So you get the choice which you can use. You can keep it plain or you can add it decoratively. And then you've got 2 inside edges that will work with either of those, and they are these here. Aren't they lovely? And I think you could chop those off. They'd make beautiful fancy leaves, you know, if you just used the end bits. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's those. Then you've got a little half sized one, because you can actually make this smaller, and what we'll do when we put the project together, we'll have a little look at that. It's quite simple to do. So you've got that one, but you can use it this way, cut it in that way, and you can use it that way if you wanted the whole pattern. So that's that one. Then we've got 2 triangles for these, whoopsie-daisy, this section here, and again you've got a plain edge and you've got one with some detail, that lovely little pinprick area. It's absolutely gorgeous. So you've got those, and then you've got 2 inside edges, and of course these will work with your other cards and your projects as well. So those will cut into your card and stay there. Then we've got a lovely tag, and this tag is gorgeous. So it's got your main shape, and then it's got this piece here which sits like that. And you notice there's 2 spaces, and we've got 8 different sentiments here which you can pop in there, and it's just cut to the right size. So we've got with, love, friend, special, birthday, wishes, happy and best. So you can make up whatever, you know, happy birthday, birthday wishes, with love, best friend, special wishes. I mean, loads and loads you can do there. And as I say, they sit in, whoopsie-daisy, they sit in there like that. Now these don't cut out, but they do emboss, and I found that even without using my embossing plates and mat, you get a lovely finish. But if you use your embossing plate and your mat as well, it'll go even deeper. So that's the dies that you're going to get. So what we'll do now, we'll have a little look at some of my samples, and then we'll come back and we'll put a card together at the end. So I'll see you shortly. Okay, so I hope you liked those samples, and I hope they've given you some ideas. So what we'll do now, we'll have a look first at how we can shorten this the base die basically, to make a smaller, more sort of square box, and then we'll put one together. We'll actually do a lantern. The box that I showed you at the beginning, which is this one here, I've actually done a step-by-step for this one, and you'll find that over on the Tonic website in the craft room, so that's worth having a look. And there's loads and loads of pictures, and I literally will take you through it step by step. It is what it says, so you might find that useful. Right, okay, so what I've done here, I've cut two of the base pieces out, and what I've done is I've basically removed a centre section like that, because it doesn't really matter what goes on in the middle, as long as the top does that and the bottom bit does this. The middle bit is, you know, you can elongate it, you can make it smaller. So what I did was I made sure they were together, and then I just literally cut a section out. So what we'll do, we'll put this together really quickly, and I'll show you how simple it is and what it looks like. So firstly, I'm just going to add a strip of tape along there, like so. This is just the centre bit, and then I'm going to get my top piece here, my nice clean shiny craft pick. I'm so proud of this craft pick, it's so clean. It won't stay clean forever, but at the moment it is. And then, because I want this to be kind of straight, I'm just going to add just a tiny little bit of glue like that. Excuse me. And then I'm going to line this up here and this up here, and I'm going to try and get this as neat as I possibly can in the middle. Now, you are going to have a join, that's true, but you can cover that up with a ribbon or another piece of card if you want to. Well, you'll probably have to. Right, let's do the same on this other piece. I can find the end. This stuff hates me. Like so. Take the tape off. Add a line of glue. Whoopsie, like so. And then we'll do the same on this. Now, it's kind of important that these stay the same size, so I'm going to use this piece as my template, line that up like so, and then that bit on there like so, and come on, behave yourself. Pop that over like that. Okay, so now we've got our two pieces, so and they're the same height. So what we're going to do now is reinforce our creases. I'm going to do this bit really quickly because we'll concentrate more on it when we come to do the main project. Give it a good burnish. What I like to do with the top bits, I like to fold them both ways. Obviously, it'll take a bit more time than I'm doing on here. As I say, what we'll do when we come to do the actual main bit, I'll slow down a little bit. For these bits, what I like to do is I just bend. The cardstock kind of wants to go. It kind of wants to follow that curve. So don't be put off when you see it and think, oh, there's a curve, because it goes together quite quickly, quite well. It bends quite well. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, so we're just going to add some tape on there, turn it over. I'm just going to put one piece on there, one piece, oops, on here, and then I will put you to one side, and I'm going to do the same on this piece here. This is just to give you the gist. And conversely, if you wanted to lengthen it, what you could do is you could cut that strip out, and you could then cut another strip and attach. So where I've got one join, you'd have two. It's just worth having a play. So what we always do when we get sent any new dies, we always do have a look to see if we can make them bigger or make them smaller, so that you can maximise the use that you get out of your dies. And my favourites are always the ones that you can do a lot with. Right, let's get that. Would help if it's straight, don't it? That's a piece on there. And then flip it over again, and a piece on the back, like so. Like that. Right, as Ted Hastings would say, we're sucking diesel. Oh, I'll tell you what, I put one strip of tape across there, so I've just got to snip out those little bits there. Where have you gone? It's vanished. It really has vanished. And then the same on that side here, like that. There we go. Get rid of you. And then what we'll do here, we'll take our backing tape off. That's one, two. Oops, guess what I haven't done? I haven't done those curves on this one. Like that. And then a little line of glue. Like this, and we'll line this up like so. So I tend to look for this point here and this point here, but now we've got that centre bit, we've got another point of reference as well. So that's that. And then we'll turn it over and we'll take the tape off here and here. We can get it off. That's it. And a little bit of glue on there, like so. And then we'll just line this up like this. And then I just put my hand in the middle there just to press that down. Whoops, table's gone wonky. Right, for this base bit, and we'll touch on this in more detail when we come to do the main bit. Let's get it out of your way. So I took the main bit in like so. And then, whoops, it's alive. And then I take the tape off these bits here. Put it down. It's a bit unwieldy to show you this, the camera. That's you on there. Flip it over. I hope you can see. You probably can't. But all I'm doing is taking the backing tape off those two little slits, and then all I'm going to do is do that like that, do that like that, turn it over, press it down, those in, and this bit's gone rogue. That's it. And then finally I will put, gosh, this takes, this red liner stuff gets everywhere, doesn't it? I'll just put that little bit of tape on there like so, and there's our little box, and then these bits just fold in like that, and then we tie them up with a ribbon. So it's, I'll try and lay them side by side. So this one's done, it has been done really roughly. So what you'd have to do is just put a piece of ribbon or some lace or another piece of card round the sides. I mean, if you're going to use, get it off the mat, what you could do is, there's nothing to stop you, you know, cutting one of those and cutting it down. But as I say, you'll still get the join. But I just think it's another way of using these dies. And you probably noticed in the video I did with the samples that I've actually made a smaller one of these, the one with the flower on. The flower I made with just 2 circles, then I used these to cut out little leaves and just sort of stuck them round. Okay, so that's a quick, literally very, very quick way of showing you how you can shorten it. So I'll be back in 2 ticks and we'll put one together, a proper one. See you in a sec. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we'll put one together. Now, the sample that I showed you, this one, we've just used outside edges here and inside and outside edges there, so you can't actually see through it. But for this one, I thought we'd do one that you could actually put some tea lights in if you wanted. So I'll tell you what I've done. You can probably guess what I've done. I've used, I've cut 2 of these out of our base shape. Then I've cut, which one did I use? That's the question. I use this one. I use this die here. And literally what I did was then I cut them into those sections there. I'll give you a little tip when you're going to do this. Cut your base section out first and then reinforce your creases, because what will happen is when you go and put this die through to run it through on those sections, it can sometimes flatten the creases and make your life a little bit difficult. So if you cut the base piece out, reinforce all of those creases just like we did before, it'll make your life a lot easier, and we're all in favour of that. So what I've done, I've cut 2 of those out. I've put my strip of tape there and my 2 strips of tape in there. What I haven't done is, I haven't cut my little V out of there. Let's do that. Do you know, I still can't find where that last one's gone to. I'm sure I'll find it at some point, and we'll do the same on this one. And what I've done here, rather than cutting some more outside edges, I've used some of our hand crafted cotton papers. And I've got to be honest, I'm not sure if this design is still available, but I liked it because it almost looks like fabric, and I've got that to go there. What else have I cut? Oh, I've cut 2 of the tags, the tag shape. out of the way a little minute. So I've cut 2 of those, and the reason I cut 2 of those is that I can glue them back to back, and then it doesn't matter what side you're looking at, it still looks nice and neat. And then I've used this die here to cut that out with the apricot, and then my 2 sentiments, and they just say with love. Now, can you see that's not in, I haven't used any embossing plates with that, and it's really quite deep. So let's just shift these dies out of the way, and then we'll start constructing. As I say, there is a step-by-step on the Tonic website. So first things first, just like we did before, we're going to take our tape off like that, and I'm going to add a strip of glue down there. Then I'm going to line this up like so. So I've lined it up there, I've lined it up there, and I've lined it up at the top. Okay, now while it's flat, I'm going to attach 3 of these outside edges. It's just easier to do it while it's in this state than trying to do it when it's constructed, I think. So all I've done is I've added a little bit of double-sided tape to my cotton paper, like so. It's sticking to me now. And if I can get this tape, you know, it does it every time, doesn't it? One of these days I'll do a video and I won't have a battle with the tape, and it'll be one of those Geronimo moments, I think. There we go. Come on, that's it. And then a little bit of glue on here over that tape. Here's a little tip: if you're cutting the outside and the inside edge together, when you've got them together, just take your bone folder. I'll show you on one that's not covered in glue. That's probably probably the best thing to do. Right, I'll try and get this nice and straight, but I'm doing this, I have to stand up because I can't see. There we go. That might not be awesome, but you'll get the picture. Right, so what I do is that, because when this is fully done, this is going to have a bit of a curve in it. So I just find that doing that makes your life a little, again, as I said before, a little bit easier. So let's take this tape off. 1. Sorry about the noise as well, people, today. It's been like Piccadilly Circus here. So it doesn't matter. I was saying to Ruth Hamilton before, it doesn't matter what's going on in this village. The minute I set this camera up, the world and his wife turn up. Anyway, I don't have the monopoly on it, so I can't really moan. Right, let's get those down there, like so. Looks nice, doesn't it, this cotton paper with this apricot? It's like peaches and cream. Do the next one. I'm going for my second COVID jab tomorrow. I'm hoping. I didn't feel great after the first one. Just a bit achy, like I was going to get a cold. Now, quite a few of my friends, apart from one, said they've been absolutely fine after their second one. So I'm kind of hoping that I'll be fine as well. But knowing my luck, you know. And then a couple of weeks after, Richard's going for his second. Right, that's a little bit of glue on here. There we go. So we're going to put this down. Now, obviously, we can't put the fourth one. Somebody can't count. We can't put the fourth one down until it's actually put together. So there's nothing we can do about that. Right, so that's those. Now what we're going to do is we'll take the tape off here. I'm just wondering, yes, I'm just looking at these and thinking, did I crease them? Yes, I did. Right, so that's a piece there and a piece. See, the red liner tape's behaving itself today. It's just the white stuff. And then a bit of glue down there. And then what we'll do, and this is the bit where we might disappear for a second, but I'll try and show you. I'm just lining that up there at the bottom and this up there at the top, and then pressing that down. I've sort of put my hand inside there and pressing that, really like pressing the seam, if that makes sense. So it's nice and flat. There we go. And then now we can put our last piece on. Whoops. And it's off again. Come on. There's 1, 2, 3. There we go. And just that last little bit of glue on here. And then that can sit on here. So flatten it down and pop that. That is not straight, Dawny. That is not straight. There we go. Like that. Let me just press that down like so. Just put my hand in there. Right, so that's that. Now, to close this base up, I didn't do this on the smaller one that I did because it was quite short, but what I do is, this might go out of shot now. Let's move those back. I flatten it down like so. Can you see that? Can I zoom out? What I've done is I've just opened the 4 top pieces and laid it flat. Okay, and then I'm going to put one of the large sections in, and I'm going to remove this tape. 1. Come on. 2. Let's put a little bit of glue on it. And let's just sit you like that and pop you over like that. Oh, that's, oh, let's take the other one off and I can flip it. 1. 2. And then we pop that like so. Fold those. And the reason I do this is so that when you look inside, you can the bottom's nice and it's got a nice neat tidy bottom. And then I'm just going to glue that down on there. There we go. Give it another press. And then just for the top bit, all I'm going to do is I'm going to fold these decorative bits back. Well, I don't think I did these, you know. I had a feeling when I was putting it together I'd missed this bit out. Let's just do this again. So I'm telling you to do it and then I'm not doing it myself. Silly moi. Right, okay, there we go. Now somewhere we got a bit of ribbon. Oh, just realised what we haven't done. We haven't done the tag. So what I'm going to do with this tag, that wouldn't have done, would it? I'd come to look for that and then it wouldn't have been there. Is I'm just going to stick the 2 pieces together like so. Now it doesn't matter which way we look at it, that's nice and neat. Then I'm going to stick this on here. Like so. And then we're going to stick our words on. Try and get this central and neat with love. Now, if you're going to put a tea light in, you could pop it in now and it'll shine, the light will shine through this beautiful detail here. So now we are ready to put our ribbon through. So I'm going to go in. It's a bit of the okey cokey here, in, out, in, out. 2. Come on. 3. So you can see from this, you'd get a lot in there. You get loads of sweets and chocolates. And I was thinking, you know, for a nice scarf, if you'd made a scarf or something, that could go in. It's quite a good size. And then there's our last one going in. There. And then gently pull it together like so. And I'm just going to tie a little bow or a knot in that, like that. Then I will tie my ribbon, tie my tag. So I'll put that through the tag. Sorry, I'm out of shot. That's that on there. And that's our bow, which has just got to be trimmed because there's no need for all that length there. So there is our luxurious lantern all done. So you can put a tea light in there. So you can see you've got one which is closed sides and one with the decorative detail cut in that will allow your tea light to shine through. So I hope you found that useful, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with these dies, and I will see you soon. But before then, take care and look after yourselves, stay safe. Bye.